Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to our Wednesday live. So today's theme is about what happens when we start receiving a lot of energy. So today is the 1111 portal. And not that I want to speak about the portal, but I want to speak about intense energies coming our ways, and also to keep on addressing the subject of receiving our intrinsic fire, which has been the theme of the last 4 weeks, I believe, and it's still ongoing. There's a lot of transformative energies in the air that are actually a huge opportunity of change. It's meaning that we can use all those energies to upgrade our bodies, upgrade our frequencies, and to start creating a new reality for ourselves. Now, the subject of what happens when we have all this energy and that we upgrade our frequency. We have to understand one thing, that our body is it's a vessel, it's a temple. And when we get out of our own way, when we start removing the layers of tensions and protection, there's more space to have for that energy to circulate. So if we do the reverse process, what we are the most scared of is our energy. It's our potential. And there's a saying, I can't remember who said this. I think is it Marianne Williamson? That what we are the most scared of is actually our light and not our fears, right? That's what we are most scared of. And what happens, and the most important to understand about this, is that once we start raising our frequency and our energy, everything that is in the way will start manifesting in our lives. So when we have a deep longing and we have a sincere calling and we start saying yes to that energy, the energy is going to start filling by intention our body. We are going to have the choice to take that energy down, like you heard me say before, or we are going to have the option to say yes and actualize that energy. When we say yes to actualize that energy, it's going to start pushing on the tensions of the body, which are the protections that were actually on top of that potential. And it's very, very intelligent. Those protections were there specifically to protect us from burning, from our nervous system to burn with all that energy that wants to circulate. So let's say we say yes to the energy, the tension becomes apparent, and then we start looking at our lives and we start seeing obstacles. The obstacles are not a bad thing. We have to understand this. They are challenges and they are also opportunities to shift our reality based on our deepest longing and based on what we are actually asking for, which is our potential. So once we start seeing those obstacles in life, the question to ask ourselves is, what are you actually telling me? I moved to Costa Rica. I'm in Costa Rica right now, and it's been a 1 week of traveling up to here and many weeks of trying to get here. And I was really seeing this as obstacles and beautiful opportunities and challenges to inquire deeper, inquire of like, okay, what's in the way? Every time I was with an obstacle is like, what is it teaching me? What is the reflection coming from my inner world? What must I shift in order for that resistance to start dropping, so I have access of more space inside my body, therefore more energy integrated in my cells, like you've heard me say already. That's really the invitation. So the body is the temple for that potential to come in, for that potential to be received. So we activate that intrinsic design, and then we start operating from the depth of who we are and the authentic self, not from the protections. And again, it's a journey. It's not about perfection. It's about enjoying the journey. It's about following the waves of the journey. And it's about also, my point of today is taking care of the body and allowing the body to calm down, to ground on Mother Earth, like you often hear me say again, because this is at the root of everything that I offer, and at the root of transformation, to create that space inside the body So we allow the experience to be more neutral. We allow the experience to be more graceful, with more ease, to flow more in, how can I put this? There are going to be bumps, but we're going to be less reactive to the bumps. We're going to be less dramatic to the bumps. And we're not going to amplify with the mind what's happening. We're just going to stay present in our body, centered, and we're going to welcome the transformation as it happens. And it happens, transformation is chaotic, it's messy. I have sent an email on this, was it this week? And this is not to scare anybody. It is fun, it is messy, but it's very, very creative. And what's important is to learn how to navigate those waves of transformation. Because just behind those resistances, there's the next you, there's the next plateau of who you are, there's your next creative playground where you're going to be receiving everything that you asked for, where your needs are going to be fulfilled at a different level, and where you're also going to be serving at a different level with more energy accessible to you. Hey Sandy, I see you. Yes, no problem. And so that's the subject of today. So that's it. Yeah, energy behind the tension, and energy behind the obstacle, and the joy of being on the path of transformation, with the deep, sincere longing to say yes to your energy, and to say yes to breakthrough, to all those parameters and all those challenges that happen on your way. So I wanted to offer you to jump in with us into the next embodiment journey, which is starting on Monday. What we're going to be doing in this 10-week journey is actually the practice of embodiment, which is exactly this. It's about preparing your body to receive more of your energy and more of your potential. It's about grounding the nervous system so the overload of information has a place to rest. It's about cultivating your inner safety, so really activating the breath of the pelvic floor, the breath of the sacrum, which I call the primal breath. So your intrinsic nature, your intrinsic energy starts awakening, and that you're actually containing it in your body, absorbing it in your cells, so it doesn't get super scattered, and so it doesn't also just project into dreams and not give birth to something and not create proper actions and aligned actions in your 3D reality. So it's going to be a journey where we're going to practice on a weekly basis. Everything's going to be recorded. So if you cannot make it live with us on Monday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern, you'll always be able to watch it in a replay. We're going to have a private Facebook community group where there's going to be space to ask questions. There are going to be postures of the week and coaching also on a regular basis based on your questions. And I really want to make this accessible to everybody. I'll put the link. There's a flash sale for the next 48 hours until November 13. So if you really want to be with us, it's a great opportunity to be immersed in the teachings, to be immersed in this practice, in the energy of this current, really moving into transformation as an entry door. So I'll put the link. Go ahead, check it out. Jump in with us, and really, I cannot insist enough on how it's important to take care of your body in those big periods of change, and in this year that is quite special in terms of shifts of energies. And the more we create that space in our body, the more we can handle shifts and changes in our lives, and the more we are anchored and centered in those shifts, and the more we feel safe, which is so important. It's at the root of the body, safety. Without safety, without an intrinsic feeling of safety, we give our power away. We enter unhealthy dynamics. We compromise. We don't honor who we authentically are. We tell ourselves stories. We bullshit ourselves. Sorry for the language, but we're just not true, because we have to give away a part of ourselves in order to feel safe. But it doesn't have to be like this. You can create your authentic playground. You can create the life as per your design. you can actualize yourself in your potential and start serving from who you are, from who you intrinsically are. You don't have to be somebody else. So that's the first step. It's about the body, and then the rest comes, but that's really the first step. And I'm going to be putting the link right here just after I finish the video. Don't hesitate. Again, if you have questions, if you want to participate and post stuff on the group, you're more than welcome. And I'll be seeing you very soon. All right. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, everybody. Ciao.